There are other things. You will hear the phrase over and over again, you're cutting this, you're cutting that. We are not. We are trying to do our best to make sure that the people who benefit from these extremely important and essential programs are able to continue to benefit from them, because those programs are extremely important. They've been around since 1965 because we need them. And the question is, how in the world do we make sure that we're still providing them? We don't do it by cutting them. What we do is we go in, as we're now doing, and saying, hey, you don't belong on this program, get off it, and go get a job. And if you are on the program and you're able, get a job, because you should be working. Why there's 21 million Americans that just sit around doing nothing and don't even go look for work that are capable of working, able-bodied. This country works because people work. And if they all stop working, this country is going to fold. But anyway, you're going to hear all kinds of things about it's all for the wealthy, and they're cutting all these programs. And I'll just tell you, as I've been saying all night, that's not true.
That virtual town hall with Cliff Bentz, we listened in on it. It was very interesting. Repeatedly, people would ask him if he was cutting Medicare or why he was cutting Medicare. He kept saying, no, I'm not cutting Medicare. Medicare is very important.
Via email, Mike is wondering, what would your advice be to people who currently rely on SNAP benefits and Medicaid?
Okay, let me repeat again that both of these programs are essential and will be protected. And what we're trying to do is make sure these programs last for the folks who so desperately need them.
He kept kind of almost pushing that button again and again, that he's not doing it. No.
But it actually, I think he's got around that by saying that wasn't in the bill. But actually it's in the bill because that is the effect of their bill. They're smart enough to not go out there and say, yeah, we're going to cut Medicare by $500 billion because they know that's political. Not that everything else isn't political suicide, but to me that would be political suicide. So he was truthful in saying that that bill wasn't going to, but the effects of that bill. So he might have been a little bit honest, but knowing darn well what it would cause once they passed it.
But if you are able to work, you should be working. It's a travesty, the number of folks that are not working. We've had help wanted signs all over the place across my district, and yet there's still all these people that simply aren't choosing to work. So if you are on SNAP and you are working, you're fine. If you're on SNAP and fall into one of the many exemptions, if you're ill or if you're young or if you're pregnant, if you're one of the people for whom these programs were designed, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. And even if you're not in one of those groups, get a job.